Thank you.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning. It is September 6th, 10 o'clock. All three county commissioners here, and we'll have the county administrator discuss consents and approvals.
We're just discussing them?
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll discuss them.
We have no exonerations to approve this morning. Minutes for August 30th, 2023. Vouchers, General County Fund, $210,659.93. 911, $3,505.32. Chestnut Ridge Park, $13,798.78. Camp Muffley, $3,037.17. Mason-Dixon Park, $2,002.66. Mon County Center, $1,033.26. Reallocated coal, $22,000. Assessor's valuation, $2,908.81. Purchasing card vouchers, General County, $5,000, $410.19. 911, $191.63. Chestnut Ridge Park, $1,076.33. Mason-Dixon Park, $162.21. For a voucher total of $265,786.29. We have no budget revisions. Boards, vacancies for boards and authorities are listed on our website. And fiduciary orders for September 6th, 2023.
Move to approve the consent agenda as presented.
Second.
Pop moved second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Fiduciary orders.
We have one fiduciary item to approve. This is the resignation, a petition for the resignation of the executrix in the estate of Catherine B. Dunmeyer. The current executrix has submitted a petition to resign.
Right.
She stated in her petition that there is a brother that is willing to be the executor in the estate, so he'll have to come in and get certified by the clerk's office.
Well, I move that we approve the petition for resignation as presented.
Second.
Pop moved second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay. No other fiduciary?
No.
That's it. Okay. Any introduction of new employees?
No.
Okay. Anyone now open up for comments from the public? Does anybody would like to speak? You have your chance. Okay. Seeing none, we will now have a presentation of my Park Pass Aquatic Center and Track Complex at Mylan Park. Morning.
Morning,
Hi,
Jennifer.
good morning. How are you?
Great, how are you?
I'm Jennifer Lanehart, the director of the Aquatic Center and Track Complex at Mylan Park, and working closely with Mylan Park. And I want to talk to you today about the My Park Pass. This is a pass that is available for public and for business. So corporate, entities can buy this pass as well, and it is an opportunity to use all of the facilities at Mylan Park. So it includes the newly, I think last summer opened basketball. It's about 5 basketball courts where they have basketball, pickleball, volleyball opportunities there, as well as using the community swimming pool at Mylan Park is included in this. So it's an opportunity to basically pre-purchase a monthly plan where you can come and use the pool on a community basis, and as well the basketball facilities, and kind of bring your family and join in, as well as a number of discounts. So I'm gonna kind of go over those benefits first. At the Hazel and J.W. Ruby Community Center, you'll get access to that facility when it's available to the public. There are some times, specifically like peak times, 5 to 8 p.m., that are like booked up with basketball practices and events. So obviously an event would preclude you from using that, but if it's available to the public during those open hours, then you can come and use that. And those open hours are going to be listed online, as well as you can always call the facility and check to see when they're open to the public. You also get discounts on programs and parties at that location, and free small equipment rentals. That includes basketballs, pickleball, paddles, and balls, things like that you might not know to bring or have available. You can come and show up and use those. There's also eventually, I know it's not set out yet, some member-only court times and facilities, so you can come during a member-only time. and promotions and events available at that location. In the Aquatic Center, you'll also get swim passes. You'll get 3 per person, 3 monthly swim passes where you can just come and use the pool at your leisure. You can use it for yourself or you can use it for friends or family. So it doesn't have to be you come 3 times by yourself. You can come as yourself and bring 2 people with you, and then your passes are done for the month. With that, you can also buy additional passes later in the month. You're welcome to come back and use it again, obviously. And then there is an upgrade where you can add an unlimited usage and a full Aquatic Center membership, so you can upgrade that pass if you want to do that. So what we're doing is we want to encourage people to utilize that option. We are currently selling that. You can purchase it online at our website, milanpark.org/mypark-pass. And so when you go there, there is a link to go on immediately and purchase that, and you can have access, immediately from that link. And then we'll contact you to set up anything that we need to set up on our end, billing and things like that. It is $25 a month for a public person to do that. So it's fairly reasonable, I think, to come and utilize that pass. And then we're working with businesses, local businesses and companies to get a reduced rate based on you bringing us more people for that pass. It is really important to us to make sure that we protect the resources that we have at Milan Park. So this pass is a way for us to have the community show support for our facilities and help us build long-lasting care and maintenance of those facilities. So in order to do that, we need to have participation in the facilities. So the more people participate in this, the more support they show for this pass and for the facilities, the longer they'll be there and available for people to use in the area. And we all know that having those facilities continues to keep this a healthy, fit county and draws people to stay here. It's a future amenity for families and allows people to feel good about the community that they live in. So we want to make sure that people are supporting this and using those facilities on a regular basis. And with the Aquatic Center as well, since I'm primarily there, and I do go to the other facilities, but I do think, we will work with people to meet them at their fitness level, to make sure they feel comfortable in the facility, and make sure that they have access to resources that they might need to get healthy and fit if they're trying to do that, or maybe they're rehabbing an injury, or maybe they just want to recreate with their family and keep some healthy options for their family. So definitely just getting in the door allows us to work with them, get them into a swim class, get them into a fitness class, sort of see what else there is to offer, as well as just, coming and using the facility in a community way. So companies that are interested can contact me. My name is Jennifer Lanehart. My email is jlanehart, LAINHART, @milanpark.org, or my phone number at 304-933-2783. And I just want to connect with people that might be interested in this opportunity, because the more businesses and companies that we have involved in this, the better it is for people coming to the facility, and it's a perk that they can share with their employees and say, hey, we've done this for you. And I know the Mon County Commission has done this, and we appreciate that. We want to encourage those employees to come see us and get involved at our facility as soon as possible, so we can get them into anything that they might be interested in, whether it's aquatic and track or basketball, pickleball, volleyball. So thank you guys for your time.
Oh, Jennifer, I did want to ask a couple questions. So, and again, as you kind of veered into, this is a corporate sponsorship opportunity. From my standpoint, where we sit on the JUMA, we're constantly, that is a facility that we still have to finance. We still have to make sure that it's operational within our budget, and we're not, we're able to pour enough revenue into the building to actually keep up with the debt. So this is just another step to try to get interest into the facility. The Mon County Commission was the first group to actually buy into the program. So what you were talking about, the reduced rate, we pay that rate per employee per month to give our employees, every single one of them, access to this pass, to take advantage of it, to go there, to use it, and maybe it's enough for them. But if anybody wants to participate more, if they want to take an F45 class, or if they want to take a water aerobics class, then they can get reduced prices to even do that, and maybe they'll, maybe that will spur more interest in it. So I want to make sure that that was perfectly clear, that it's an opportunity to get to know the facility. It's still one of our county's best kept secrets. People hear about it, but they still aren't going out there and experience it, and trying to get people to go out there and experience it. And this is in collaboration with the Mylan Park Foundation, as we're incorporating the use of their facilities too. So, and as the KOA campground grows, this will all kind of spur activity and kind of have a synergistic approach to activities across the whole park. So, and I think it's wonderful everything you're doing up there. So many things that, like having access to go up, once you get up there, you kind of get used to all the events going on. People don't realize, like in the summer when you guys do movie nights, when you do all the different things. I mean, you show us the events that you work on regularly, and it's astounding everything that's going on up there, especially with all the competition, with all the swimming competitions, the diving competitions that are being brought into town. It's a thriving place, and we're just trying to get more people familiar with it, and this is a good step. And your team's going to go out and you're going to meet with different businesses to try to get them to come along and get them to buy into the program for their employees. It's something you're doing for that's something we're doing for our employees, to give them the opportunity to get out and have more choices and for their family and for themselves. So,
Jeff, did you want to say something?
Oh, no, it sounds like a great program, and I hope people utilize it. Have we had a lot of use from our county?
We just to make a point,
We didn't make it, yeah.
we were waiting for today
Oh, I'm sorry.
to send out the announcement to all the
Yeah.
offices, so nobody knows about it.
Then I guess no.
I'm sorry.
Well, we're ready for them. That's
That's
that I
fine.
know.
It's-
We ordered some new tags. Everyone that comes in gets a tag where they can scan in and get in easily. So we ordered a bunch of new tags in preparation for your employees to come over. So we're
I know
looking
you
forward to
said
that.
the aquatic center are there any specific things with the actual track or time, because you have it, aquatic center, we have people may want to just walk around the track. Is there something like that?
So what we've been doing with the
Yeah.
track is it's been open to the public unless it's been reserved. So we
Okay.
have not limited track use at the track, especially with the WVU track still open. They can already get a free track, so we want to encourage people to come up there and use the track, so it's available.
Okay, I think that's just something that people don't realize. They think they can't use it at all.
Right.
And I think that's something that, I really want to promote, especially if we're looking at wellness. And I think this is something that we need to, we have the other cities. We also have, some businesses that want to offer programs for wellness. This may be something to consider.
Yeah, we'd love people to come and use our track, and obviously that sort of sometimes lends itself to them becoming a member and using what's
Exactly.
on the inside as well. So.
Exactly. Well, good. Well, hopefully we will do the kickoff and we'll go from there.
well, Jennifer, again, if you need help as you're reaching out to businesses, use the Mylan Park Foundation board, use us.
Yeah.
We'll help with that. But again, this is something we like to push out to the community. That's why we want you to come here, so the paper would have something to write about, and hopefully get more attention to this program, because I think it's a wonderful program. For what we're paying, I believe, $9 an employee a month
Right.
to give our employees access to this. That's a great bargain. They get to go up there, and access all the things that you just mentioned. So,
Yeah, and we'll work with companies of different sizes, so there's not a limit on size. We've worked with small companies, and we'll work with larger ones too. So we want to make sure that people have access to it, and it's the right fit for their company, and they can, promote that within their company or business locally.
If I can ask a curveball, which is the swimming program for the little kids, how's that going, and what is planned
Yeah.
for this year? Because this is a great time also to promote that if you can.
Yeah, so we are launching again our third year of second grade swimming program. We have seen different attendance levels throughout the year, but definitely the people that have come and have utilized it they love it. They're very excited. They can't wait for their kid to be a second grader. There's even talk of us maybe expanding it to like K through 2 and allowing more kids to have an opportunity to get in, especially if maybe they're here for a year and then they move away and they miss that second grade year. We want to make sure that kids get in. And what we're finding, I think, as our pool is open, is that more kids are learning at a younger age.
Right.
So sometimes if we hit them at kindergarten, they haven't yet taken a class, so it's just getting them in the mix and getting them going. So we're going to experiment with offering additional options. In the past, we've sent home vouchers through the school. This year, in the past, everyone's lost their voucher. So this year, we're going to experiment with just allowing them to bring in a report card or school paperwork to show
Great.
that they're enrolled in Mon County schools in order to make them eligible, so that we don't have to spend the money of sending out vouchers and people are losing them at home anyways. So we just want to make it easy for people to come and participate. And we have been tracking those numbers, and I'll make sure to get you guys a good tracking number of who's been participating month to month over the year.
Okay, great, and also if you could reach out to Superintendent Campbell so maybe he can set something out also to say that it's been, and I like the idea of just bringing a report card, or that makes it a lot easier because they will lose the vouchers.
Yeah.
They'll lose it by the time they get home.
They do, yeah, or they don't
Yeah.
get home. So
They don't
that
get
happens
home,
too.
yeah.
But yeah, we also would like to try to work with the schools to do something digital. Most of the schools have some sort of digital communication.
Right.
So if we can get something out in a digital communication to
Okay.
them, especially since it is a free program, we'd like to work with the schools to push out something digital that they can, screenshot and save.
Okay, great, thank you very
Thank you
much
very
for
much.
that.
And
Thank you,
just to
guys.
clarify, Dr. Campbell is one of the 3 members
Oh.
on the Milan Park Foundation side of JUMA. So, he is there as a resource a direct resource and directly involved in everything regarding the facility.
Great, okay.
Yep.
Thank you, Jennifer.
Thank you for
Thank you
coming.
guys so much. Have a great day.
You too. Okay. Grants, do we have any grants today?
I have the Governor's Highway Safety Program grant contract, and have a resolution that reads, "The Monongalia County Commission met on Wednesday, September 6, 2023, with a quorum present and passed the following resolution. Be it resolved that the Monongalia County Commission hereby authorizes the Honorable Thomas C. Bloom, President of the Monongalia County Commission, to act on its behalf to enter into a contractual agreement with West Virginia Division of Motor Vehicles to apply, receive, and administer grant funds pursuant to the provisions of the West Virginia Governor's Highway Safety Program." So what you'll need to sign is the conditions and assurances and the special conditions, and like they've done in the past where they don't give us the award until we get everything signed. So
Okay.
typically we get about $130,000.
Oh, good.
Move to approve the president signing the grant documents as presented.
Second.
Pop moving second, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Thank you very much. Okay. Correspondence. Monongalia County Health Department and MCHD Dentistry to celebrate the expansion of the dental office.
The event is Wednesday, September 13th, from 1 to 2:30 at the dental clinic.
And they've opened 2 new operatories. It's very nice. I walked through it a few weeks ago. It's an impressive-looking facility, so it's just another advantage for our citizens to be able to utilize that department. They have top-of-the-line dentists and top-of-the-line equipment. There's no reason not to give them a shot.
Okay.
This morning, received an invitation from Westwood Middle School for the Westwood's Patriot Day 9/11 Remembrance. That's obviously on September 11th at 12:30 over at Westwood Middle School. I'd like you to RSVP if you are interested in attending. I also received a letter from a Joanne Taylor, 10 Kingston Drive, regarding several issues, one of which is some dilapidated structures. There's a copy of it in the folder. Hazardous intersection, obstructions of the intersection. This is over off of Stewartstown Road by Shorty Anderson's.
Oh, okay.
Some downed tree limbs. I would suggest we refer this to Alex, our litter control officer. maybe to go out and look at some of the property issues.
Okay,
And then possibly the sheriff's department regarding the untagged cars that she addresses in this letter. And then I'm not sure if we can maybe refer this to the maintenance department to put up a street sign. She's asking for a street sign for Kingston Drive. And then potentially the Department of Highways.
right.
Also, potentially, that property falls within the West Run Planning District.
So-
Might ask for
so
some
the
input
planning-
from our planner
Okay.
to see if there's anything they can do within their purview.
Okay, I
Okay.
will forward a copy of this to him as well.
Thank you.
Do you have any questions?
No,
Okay. Let's see. The last one I have is Mark Sod, who's been working on the pedestrian and vehicle safety ordinance that we had a hearing about several weeks ago. Took some comments that were addressed by Mon EMS and the Star City Police Department and incorporated those as amendments to the original proposed ordinance. So we have a new proposed ordinance for your review. I know, we had talked previously about making sure that we advertise for, first reading, second reading, public hearing. That's the
Correct.
normal ordinance procedure. So I don't know if you guys are ready to set those dates for that today, or if you want to look at the ordinance and then set them.
I think that to go ahead and set dates without even looking at what was set back, I think would be premature. But if we can look at it and put it on staff reports and then go ahead and put it on next week's agenda to set the date, you will
Okay.
have a date in mind, and we'll go ahead and set that whole process in motion.
Sure.
I concur.
But I think it'd be premature to just approve setting a date for something that we
Okay.
haven't looked at.
Okay. I mean, I have some dates
Okay.
for you, but
You
we'll-
can suggest them in staff reports, and then
Yeah.
we'll kind of, we'll report whether we're ready to go ahead and go ahead and kind of have a preliminary discussion about the dates
okay,
and the whole process.
sounds good.
okay.
That is all, unless you all have something.
The note
Oh,
from
yes, sorry. I got a phone call, Colleen took the message yesterday from Chrissy Michael. She's the Regional External Affairs Rep for First Energy. She just wanted to let the commission know that the Public Service Commission approved First Energy to start construction on the Fort Martin Solar Panel Project. She says there will be 6 to 8 box trucks a day delivering panels until the end of September, and wanted to give a heads up in case anyone called or if we had any questions. So in case anybody gets a call, hopefully it won't last past September, but
Right,
thank you for the reminder. I forgot about that.
okay. Any others, Jeff, do you have any? Sure.
No.
Okay. We have no unfinished business. New business consideration to approve requisition number 79 for the University Town Center Excise Tax District Administrative Expense Fund.
Requisitions for $13,276.25, and that is to be paid to MuniCap for their service to the district for all the administrative filings and stuff that they do.
Move to approve requisition number 79 for the UTC Excise Tax District Expense Fund as presented.
Second.
Properly moving second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any other new business?
No, sir.
Okay. Seeing none. Reports from elected officials? All right. Come on down.
Good morning, Mayor.
Good morning.
So, I'm happy to report. We have a
Oh,
little
thank you.
progress here on our traffic signal.
Oh, great.
Wonderful.
Thank you. Okay.
Well, Patricia Lewis, Mayor from the town of Granville. I received this email from our representative from Potesta yesterday afternoon, so I'm not going to go through the entire thing, but there are some notes. They met on site with French Engineering and had a couple of recommendations, small additions to the project to keep pedestrians safe at the intersection of Walmart and down at Wendy's. So you can see the diagram there. I did respond to Potesta that it was the town of Granville's priority to complete the project with the safest design for both motor vehicles and pedestrians, and to go ahead and proceed with the recommended design. Unfortunately, originally, the town of Granville, we thought we would be able to do the sidewalks ourselves. But since that project has expanded, I'll say, they've changed that design, and it's going to have to be ADA compliant. I asked them to please include that in the bid as well. So this project just seems like it's one of those that has taken forever, but I wanted to report that progress to you, and you can look over that design and maybe shoot me any comments that you have, if you have any comments. And also, we are in receipt of the agreement for the dog warden services, and it will be on our agenda for Tuesday evening.
Okay.
For the council meeting.
Thank you very much, Mayor. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Mayor.
Thank you. Is there anyone else? Elected officials? Okay. Seeing none, we'll go to reports from county commissioners. Sean?
I have a pretty light report due to the holidays. Since last Friday, we had our staff reports, and then I had a broadband tag-up meeting. Obviously, Monday was a holiday. I apologize, I missed the meeting with Morgantown yesterday, but yesterday was what didn't get on my calendar, but it was the annual seat install for the Morgantown High Band. And yesterday, I haven't missed that for the 4 years that Becca was in high school, or now the 4 years that Gwen's in high school. And it was very important that I participate in my last one. It's actually a lot of fun. Me and my daughter had a lot of fun doing it. So that's why I wasn't at the meeting last night, so I apologize, but I'm sure you guys were in good hands. Starts to be a busy week next week with the second week of the month. I got a number of specialty meetings coming up. I've got a handful of broadband meetings, a couple meetings with BreezeLine, follow up with Comcast, a couple meetings with my team. So we're hoping to have some really good progress to talk about in the month of September. And lastly, I want to thank Jennifer. She's been doing a wonderful job at the Aquatic Center. She's facing a lot of the troubles everybody's facing, staffing, and it's a constant juggling act, revolving staff, revolving management. But Jennifer's been the one consistent cog in the wheel that has kept that place going, and I really appreciate everything she's done. The facility is growing in terms of revenue and profitability every month. We need to keep that going. So I'm hoping that we get a lot of corporate support for the My Park program, because it's an easy thing that you can do for your employees, while at the same time benefiting that facility and keeping that facility up and running. It costs a lot of money to run that facility, especially the pool. The joke is having a pool is it's a hole in the ground you throw your money in, and but it's important to this community, especially a competition pool of that complexity, that we have it for our community, and to spur all the economic development that comes in, all the tourism that comes into utilizing that facility and the track facility. So I just wanted to thank Jennifer for a job well done, and I appreciate everything that she does. And that's all I have.
Thank you.
Just to touch on the meeting last night that Commissioner Sikora alluded to, Commissioner Bloom and I attended with the city of Morgantown, and most of all the city council, I believe, and the city manager, assistant city manager, and Senator Mike Oliverio attended, which was a very helpful portion of that. We discussed a myriad of issues, the largest of which was getting on the same page and getting a coherent synergy-type plan with the DOH in addressing many of our entryway roads to the city and to the county, as well as the brush and the weeds that grow up all around them, just getting a maintenance program together to whether that's allow the various municipalities to handle those on their own, which are currently not permitted to do as they're state roads, or to just ask the state to step in and take care of those. As people are coming in for football games, it'd be nice to have some of those, especially in Star City, Granville, those areas coming in, the weeds just popping up all over the road. It looks horrible, but it was a very productive meeting. We seem to have a very good relationship with the city that continues to be fostered with meetings like this, and I look forward to doing it again. We have something possibly happening again in November or December, and so I think it was a productive meeting, and I look forward to moving forward with that again. Other than that, I don't have anything else.
Thank you guys for also bringing it up about the roads, because it's such an eyesore coming into town. You're coming in to the main entrance to our city, to our county, and there's weeds growing in the median, and there's piles of gravel that's left over from winters gone by, 3-4 winters that, if I had access to a skid steer, I'd go do it myself. I'd go clean the top of that off. I'd run a street cleaner over it. It's just simple maintenance, and it's low-hanging fruit. If they just went out there and just spent a day cleaning that area up, it would make our community look so much better, especially when we have people coming into this community for a football game. If you're a prospective parent wanting to, talk about helping W, if you're a parent wanting to bring your kid to this school, and you come into the entrance of the city and you're like, geez, they don't even cut their weeds or, remove their cinders from past winters. There's 5, 6, it takes a lot of cinders to get to a pile and then have a forest growing out of it, and it's embarrassing. And I don't know why we can't get anybody to focus on it. They have to see it. They work in people. They live in this community. DOH management lives. The local management lives in this community. And I'm not putting the blame on them. They just are struggling for resources. But there needs to be a call to the district or somebody to get us some help and get those type of areas cleaned up. It's just embarrassing.
Agreed.
No, I appreciate that. I think that was the main topic that came out. That was the city had sent several letters asking for a face-to-face, not only with the local, but with the actual state officials, and that's the key. And I said, and on behalf of all three of us, I said I knew we would support that and we would like to attend it. We also said that we would like the other cities to attend that too, because the entranceway, whether it's coming in by Granville, by Star City, or coming in the other way, affects all the cities. And it's very disconcerting, I said, because there seems to be a disconnect between the state officials and the local officials, and we're trying to see what we can do to get this done and then offer suggestions. And there were a number of suggestions, everything from more individuals to bringing individuals from other districts up here to looking at the possibility, if legally can be done, and that hasn't been answered yet, whether the city and the county work together to have an area that they would give us funds and we would then do try and get some individual company to do that. So we would definitely go out and meet all the guidelines. But we're very concerned that this continues to grow, and also the problem being that we're looking at next year Brockway Avenue, and we wanted to make sure that it was done correctly, not just put paving on it, but there actually had to be some sort of undermining of fixing the road. The other area we discussed a little bit is about, the slow-moving funds that were coming in for the airport and about needing that to be moved quicker. And then we discussed the possibility of long-range goals with the airport. And I did throw out, I said individually, some sort of looking at an airport authority or what that actually meant. And the city was, well, what does it actually mean? And we're going to review it to see what legally is a difference between that. And then we also then mentioned, in the fact the city of Morgantown mentioned that they wanted the other cities to get involved to be a part of this discussion when we moved on further. And then we felt that was fine, but we needed to have a bigger picture of the airport business park, the running of the airport, and to see how we can meet the future needs. because North Central Airport has an authority, and other areas have authorities, and maybe that might be something we have to look at. So that's what was being discussed. And I thought, Jeff was right. It went very well. I think there was a lot of common ground that we talked about that we wanted to work together. One other area that you may not know was when talking about areas that were adjacent in the county to the city, was there the possibility of working together with the city and by law that we could use the laws that are on the books now to look at those properties? And we don't know, so that was something we were going to look at, so we were going to get back on that. The only other thing is I went to the Christmas tree meeting that supposedly the national parks are supposed to announce it today or tomorrow about the Christmas tree, national Christmas tree coming here. But what is exciting is I talked with JR, and our park, 3 parks are going to be part of the program that's going to happen on November 11th. And that is Veterans Day, and we were going to combine it with a number of different items on the Courthouse Square. So I'm very excited. We're looking forward to publicly announce it, but we're not allowed to publicly announce it of the official until the national parks does it. So hopefully that'll be done today or tomorrow. And that is all I have. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
We be gone.